Even if 2 plus 2 is 4, in the black community, it's 5. And if you say that it's 4, then you're canceled. Everyone has an opinion, so here's mine. Stephen A. Smith has gone viral yet again, this time for telling the truth about Jasmine Crockett. And you already know, in the black community, he's officially canceled now. Not exactly sure why. I guess because there's that whole stay on code thing. Black people are under this myth that you have to stay on code and go along with nonsense. Even if 2 plus 2 is 4, in the black community, it's 5. And if you say that it's 4, then you're canceled. Like, there's a lie that we try to perpetuate, this victimhood narrative that we try to perpetuate, and anybody who goes against it is automatically an enemy. You're automatically canceled. You're not allowed to have your own opinions in the black community. Because if you go back and actually look at what Stephen A. Smith said, he wasn't being mean, rude, or disrespectful to her, but just asking simple questions. Like, if you're a rep in Texas, why are you never in Texas? Why haven't you done anything for the state of Texas? And I think these are fair questions. Name one piece of legislation that she has drafted, that she's been involved with, that she has gotten passed. Name one thing that she has done to benefit the lives of the people in the district that she represents. Name just one. Y'all want to hate on Stephen A. Smith so bad. Nigga seem like he said something that was out of the way. And you talking about, y'all not holding the black women to the same standards that you hold the white people to. And it's like, well, the white people aren't on every single podcast, on every single TV show, running their mouths every single day, talking shit, being disrespectful to the president of the United States of America. It's you, Jasmine Crockett. And it's like, now we have to be canceled when we call this out. We voted you in to do a job. You're not doing the job that you were elected to do. We didn't vote you in so you can go on podcasts. We voted you in so you can draft legislation that would impact the people who live in the district that you represent. And you haven't done that. And I also think this speaks to a bigger problem in the black community. Not only are we not allowed to be free thinkers in the black community, we don't talk about the influence and the power of the black woman. I think that the black woman may be one of the biggest problems in the United States of America.
What this man said on this video is nothing but the truth. Before we continue with this video, Jasmine hit a new low. This is what she sent out on social media. Raising her at home and then pretending to be the president of peace is diabolic. When I saw this tweet, I was like, is it real? Everyone, even Democrats, are congratulating Trump for what he did. People like these will still go after him. It's insane. Biden tried. He didn't succeed to do what Trump did a few days ago. Another one, in a pathetic move, Representative Jasmine launches investigation into the Trump administration cover-up of President Trump falling her. That is rich. Crockett claims Trump is exhibiting erratic behavior and troubling lapses in memory and focus. She is now demanding White House physician Captain Sen answers her questions. She can't even stop here. Stephen A. Smith called her out for constantly disrespecting Trump and is being cancelled by the black community.
May be one of the biggest problems in the United States of America. When you look at her influence, when you look at the fact that we live in the baby mama era, when you look at the fact that she sold her man out of the house, she pushed him out of the house for meager benefits. Like, when you start adding all of this stuff into it, and when you see on TV who was constantly the ones who was acting out of control, out of pocket, who was the loudest, who was the most rude, who refused to be criticized on any level. You can't even offer criticism to a black woman. You can't even correct her when she's wrong. And then you think about how all of these children are running around here, raised them. You're talking about all of these men ain't being leaders. Who raised them? What was their mamas doing? What were their mothers doing? See, when you point one finger, it's 3 of them bad boys point right back at you. Again, I ain't trying to hate on nobody. My mama black, but we got to be real and we got to keep it honest. Why can't we call out black women when they're not handling their business? We call out black men every single day. Y'all ready to call out Stephen A. Smith right now? A man who is a good father, who has a great job, a large sphere of influence, and he's using it the right way to tell the truth and be honest and give people information that they can actually use that'll be helpful. Jasmine Crockett, what are you doing? But Trump, I hate Trump. Seems like a lot of rhetoric that's being pushed around black communities. You ever been to a HBCU lately? Look what happened in Tennessee State when 2 white kids just wanted to have a debate. They were attacked. Again, who is raising these children? You're talking about a nation full of fatherless kids. And you say, well, where are their fathers? Don't know, the father didn't leave. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Are there some instances where the father just up and up left? Yes. But more often than not, it was you, black woman, who made it absolutely impossible for this man to be a father to his child. You didn't think about that, though. You were just thinking about your own selfishness and how you felt right here in the moment, as opposed to thinking about the big picture. If you take this child's father out of their lives, how will that impact not only them, but the next generation to come? Just something to think about. But that's just my opinion. Love to know yours. Drop a like in the comment. And also, you know, the most important thing is needed. Smash that follow button.
Worse, we're impacted differently. We sit at the intersection of being Black and being women. And so when men are frustrated with this system, it feels like they fight us. You know, and I would put Stephen A. Smith in that category too. I'm mad at y'all for having joy. I'm mad at y'all for having success. I'm mad at y'all for surpassing us on college campuses. And so it's a small sect of men that are so angry and hurt that they're willing to align with the people who oppress us. What am I getting wrong? Because if you listen to Stephen A. Smith and you find anything other than some absolute pure self-hating little dick energy nonsense from that half-witted idiot basking in the non-existent rays of his own ignorance, it is sad to me that he even gets an audience of Black men. Why aren't Black men right now saying, F Stephen A. Smith, we banning him, we not listening to his podcast, we're not watching his show anymore? That's what Black women do. We organize.
But there,
you might be asking questions like, why is this lady angry with Smith? Taking a look at this, Stephen Smith goes ballistic on Jasmine Crockett over being disrespectful to Trump. Let me tell you what get me annoyed, and I hope Jasmine is listening to this. When you go on national television and you call the president of the United States out of his name and you are being all disrespectful as a representative in this country, do you believe the citizens of Texas sent you there to do that? They expect you to go to Capitol Hills and figure out a way to maneuver yourself through that terrain to work in a fashion that's going to facilitate getting things done on behalf of your constituent. That is your job. Excuse my language. Okay, what Smith said here is very important. Yeah, no matter how you disagree with someone, respect them. Yeah, Trump is your president. There is nothing you can do about it. Jasmine spent his entire life going off on Trump, throughout, disrespecting him in all kind of ways. And Smith calling it out is getting this lady offended for reasons I don't get. Yeah, you can disagree with Trump, but do it in a respectful manner. If you disrespect Trump, do you expect people to respect you? That is a question that triggered me every single time. So why is this lady getting offended?
I cast my no vote because ain't nobody come at me and ask me what the people in my district need. Right. They didn't ask me what would look good for those in South Dallas. Right. They didn't ask me about that. So listen, I got people that I serve that are counting on me to do their work and to be their voice and not work for him. I don't work for him. He can't hire me. He can't fire me.
There is something more concerning. Jasmine actually bragged she was still getting paid, so it didn't matter. She has somehow received millions in as little as 8 months of your money. So she quickly turned into a millionaire, purchased 2 mansions, and is laughing at the struggling American. How is the her? Can any of you support Democrats?
Right now that there is a debate about funding the government. I've been a little bit confused because Republicans, last time I checked, are in control of the House of Representatives.
You ain't
They're
confused.
in control of the Senate, and then the president signs the bill. Okay, but I've heard people suggest that Democrats somehow have the ability to shut the government down. So can you please educate the people on what's happening?
No, you are not confused.
Okay, all right.
You are a lawmaker. You understand how this works. And, Republicans don't know how to count. But here's the thing. When you're in a legislative body, you control everything. So if the government shuts down, it's on y'all.
Black people, listen to me. Stop voting for people because they're Black. These are lawmakers talking and they have no clue what a filibuster is. There are 2 reasons why they're doing this. And both of those reasons are reasons you should not be voting for individuals like this. Either they're too ignorant to know what a filibuster is and they're lawmakers, or they're just lying and manipulating.
I'm going to end here. As of the short clips, please. That is for the YT algorithm.
Oh, so the trap is if the Democrats shut down the government, Donald Trump takes advantage of the situation and begins to, trim programs Democrats care about.
Because how many times somebody asks?
4.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't do them.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
Yeah. President Obama.
Is blatant censorship.
Because He says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
I want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show where he lies his ass off to the American people.
Well, there are repercussions to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not all the same people that are in these polite...
I disagree with what Gavin Newsom said, that he doesn't...
Dave Chappelle, he's not wrong.
I think that what she has done... Mom, Trump won. Trump's going to win. Should be
what do you disagree with out of interest?